So, the La-7. It's probably been my favourite plane to fly over the past week. It's between this and the Yak-3 at the moment, which I'm enjoying flying the most. Both similar planes. Slight advantages in speed for the La-7, whereas the Yak, its turn rate, is the basics of it. At the minute in this game, I'm kind of just scouting out my targets, trying to see who I can go for. I see the MB up top, however I notice there's quite a few enemies below me. 4 enemies below me, so it seems like there could be some juicy targets down there. So what I do is I decide to dive down, 0 throttle and start a dive. And this plane doesn't pick up speed as quick as a Yak and doesn't rip as quick either, but I do start flailing around a bit, doing some little manoeuvres just to make sure that I don't rip my wings off. At the minute I'm looking to see who I should go for, and my prime target at the minute is the S199, however you want to pronounce that plane. However, I do notice that there's a Spitfire and P51 flying just to the side, so I loop up and over just to make sure none of them are pitching up for me, and I continue my dive down. I want to go for the Spitfire first, take a few shots, and off goes his wing. That's kill number 1. P51 goes vertical, and take him out as well. That's kill number 2. See the S199 coming in, so I just loop up so he can't get the shot, and over, hoping that he follows and loses some more energy. He just completes a turn. Fairly slow, easy shot. And that's kill number 3. Very nice start to the game. I think everyone likes it if you get 3 kills within a few minutes of the game. That was always nice.
Thanks.
The reason I went for the Spitfire first is because he was behind the P51, but he's the only one that was likely to actually end up getting on my tail as well. So I made sure I took him out first, and once he went down, I believed I could have taken the other 2, just because the P51 and that S199 wouldn't have been able to turn as good as the La-7. So at the moment, I was scouting out my targets. There was a J2M above me, but he was far too high. I just will never get up that high to engage him at the moment. And the other guy was flying towards the base. So, I mean, I don't think anybody wants anything to do with actual play. So I see the A21 who's flying just away from the base, so I'm going to track him down. At the minute, I'm not too sure what he's doing, and then I see him open fire at an AI target, so it's likely that he's not actually looking at me, which is always great. So I'm hoping to try and swoop in on his tail here and get an easy shot. And I think at this point he notices me, and it looks like he's starting to turn around for me. Now, I dodged the head-on. I don't want to go head-on with that, because, well, the A21's guns will probably just shred me apart. So I loop up and over her, and now he looks like he's going in a fairly straight line, so I'm just going to try and slot in on his tail, whilst the AAA seems to be trying to shoot me down, as always. Pop a few shots off, and of course I miss, and then just as he turns, chop his wing off, set him on fire. It pretty much obliterated his plane, that burst. Now, might be a moment until I engage my next target, as there isn't really many options. There's a J2M above. Again, he's still far too high. And the other planes, well, you just saw the S199 nearly 20 kilometers out. So, feel free to skip ahead until the next engagement in the video. So I guess at the moment, just going to talk about why I like the La-9 so much. La-7, sorry, La-9. I don't know why I keep going to say that. So I did love the Yak more, to be honest, to start with. And as I've started to play the La-7, I started to like it a bit more over the Yak 3 in certain situations. I mean, if you're in a turning engagement, I'd probably rather be in the Yak 3 over the La-7. I don't know. I think the extra 20mm in the nose actually does good for me. I know some people prefer the resins, but I do like having the extra 20mm instead in the nose. I think, yeah, the difference is really, I mean, the Yak turns better. The La-7 has better speed in straight line. La-7 also, it takes a little bit longer to rip. But I do think they're both nice looking planes as well. This game, I mean, it is a nice game. I do get 6 kills in the end. But as you can see, at the moment, there's not really anybody around. I mean, I'm starting a slight climb, hoping to try and get to altitude to see if I can engage this J2M and try and help out my friendly BF-109 over there. At the minute though, he's just diving straight down. I'm guessing he's going to try and make a run for the airfield. And at this moment, I notice that I've only got, well, 2 minutes of fuel left. And I do have 4 kills. I'm not going to chase the J2M down towards the AAA. That'll just be a death sentence. And at the moment you can see my fuel indicator flashing there at the top left. So I'm looking to try and head back to base. Start throttling down. I mean, it's probably quite a boring part of the video, but I won't cut it out just yet. Just in case. Some people like to see this part where you're sort of flying back and taking off, I guess, maybe to see what decisions you make. I notice on my radar there's a flashing red dot, and it's a VB, the same VB that ran for the airfield earlier. I mean, he's only just popped up on my radar, so I'm hoping I haven't popped up on his yet. Hoping that he doesn't see me, so I start diving. I have throttled down because I don't think that thing is going to be flying too fast, and I don't want to pick up too much speed. I want to sit on his tail. Easy shot, and I miss it completely, of course. And then last burst soars off its wing, and that is kill number 5. So that is the ace. And at the minute, I've only got 1.5 minutes of fuel. So what I will do is try and land. I do see this MB in the corner of the screen, and I'm trying to decide at the minute whether I should actually continue to go land or if I should, well, try and fight the MB. At the moment, I just can't decide, so I'm flying to see if he ends up closing the distance on his own, see if he turns into me. However, right now, I can see the BF-109 is closing in on him. I'm flying directly towards base, so I will just go and rearm as the BF-109 takes out the MB. So what I'll do is I'll land, rearm, repair, get some more fuel, and then I'll meet you back in the sky when we take off again. Here we are, back in the sky. And you see the J2M that's really high above us. We've only just taken off, and I'm trying to keep my separation from the friendly 109, making it so that he has to pick one of us to dive on, giving us the advantage. I let the 109 know that I'm going to engage him, just so he knows he's not alone. Because right now the J2M's losing all of his altitude for this dive. He's going to have more energy than us both, so I'll start a slight dive. And at this moment, when he starts to turn after the 109, that's it. He's not going to have much more energy than me. They're going to be pretty much the same, so I'm going to follow him around. take a few shots. Unfortunately, I miss them. And I notice that he turns back in for me, so I start to try and bait him for the 109. He's trying to get a shot on me, however, I'm starting to gain distance very slowly. But because the 109 is shooting him, he has to turn back in. He goes vertical, making it a slightly easier shot for me. And of course, I miss the easier shots. Take his tail off, quick hit, and down he goes. And that's it for the game. 6 kills. I'll show you the reward screen. That was a nice ending and a very good start. Thank you all for watching. Over and out.